Good afternoon. Carl Sandburg, an American author and poet, once said that life is like an onion. You peel it one layer at a time and sometimes you weep. Today I'm here to peel back some layers of my life, not to make you weep, but to give you a sense of who I am. Each of the items in this basket represent a part of me. They're not necessarily arranged in order of importance. I'll begin with this Bible. This was a gift that was given to my mom when she visited us here in Houston in 2015. We visited my church, and at the end of the service, she received this gift as a first-time visitor. Today, it has found a permanent place in my living room, on the coffee table, and the reason for that is because I like to start my day reading scripture. I feel that it grounds me and helps me to focus on what is important, particularly as a nurse when some days can be so difficult. My faith is strongly influenced by the person who gave me the next gift. This is a table mat. I received a set of this from my mom when I visited her in Kenya in 2022. My mom worked as a prisons officer in charge of rehabilitating female prisoners and helping them to gain craft skills such as making items like this so that they can integrate easier into their communities upon release. When I look at this table mat, it reminds me of how hard my mom worked to put my siblings and I through school, and it encourages me and inspires me that I can do the same for my son. Speaking of Kenya, many of you are familiar with Masai Mara, which is featured in the movie Lion King. So this here is a lion, or a stuffed lion. It's the closest I could get to a lion. Last year, during my visit to Kenya, I had the opportunity to visit the Masai Mara. Lions are one of the big 5 animals that you see at Masai Mara. The visit to Masai Mara is not complete if you do not see a lion. The big 5 is indicative of how difficult it is to hunt the animal. Lions are elusive and they're not very easy to spot. They camouflage very well in the African savanna. I was very, very fortunate to see several lions when I went to Masai Mara during my trip. So that to me will always be a very, very special and memorable trip. Kenya is quite diverse, but there's some things that are common amongst various cultures. And one of those items is this basket. In my culture, we call it a kiondo. It's handmade, it's made from sisal and leather. Traditionally, women used to use it to carry produce from their farms, but today, women use it to carry groceries. I have this in my home and in my kitchen to remind me about my culture and never to forget the values that my culture imparted on me because they're fundamental to who I am. One of those values is resilience. And resilience is one value that came in very handy in pursuit of my next item. This here is a pin. It's a very small item and I hope you can see it. Right there. That's my nursing pin. I received this nursing pin following my completion of my associate's degree in nursing at ACC, and that was in December of 2019. Every graduate nurse receives this as a welcome into the profession. Training to be a nurse was bar none one of the most difficult things I've ever had to do. So I wear this pin with pride because it reminds me of how hard I worked and what a great achievement this was. I am grateful. I am grateful for the rigor that I learned during nursing school. Yeah, that is all of the items I have for you today. My goal today was to give you an overview of some things that are important to me. I am a Kenyan nurse who values faith, family, and culture, and I also enjoy traveling. Like this basket here, you never really know a person until you take an interest in what is inside of it. Thank you so much.